Oh, welcome back once again to Little Stitch by Amara. So I said I was going to keep showing you guys how to make simple dresses like this until even a beginner, even somebody that has never stepped on the machine, learns how to sew for her girl. It's not everything you take to a tailor. So I hope you enjoy every part of this tutorial. Thank you for the support. Yeah, let's go. So welcome. So here I'm making this for an 8-year-old. It's not going to be a long dress, knee length. So I went ahead to mark out. I'm cutting out the lower bodice first. So after measuring her waist, I divided by 6.14 because I'm cutting a full flea here. So after dividing her waist, I got 3.5. So I went ahead to mark out 3.5 all round, as you can see me. Then the half length I'm working with here is 12, sorry. So now place my tape on that 12 mark and take it down to wherever the length of the dress would be and mark all round at exactly what I am doing. So now this will determine the length of the lower bodice. So I placed my length 12 on that line there and mark all around 32. So this all depends on the length of dress you are working with. So after marking all round, I went ahead to cut out. After cutting out this, I made sure I cut out lining the same as this lower bodies, but not the same length. Everything equal but not the same length. I made the lining 2 inches shorter than the main fabric. So this is me cutting out all the necessary parts that needs to be cut out. So for the upper bodies, the length, like I said, the length I'm working with is 12. So I went ahead to put my material on fold and measured the length of the upper bodies. So I added 1 inch allowance for joining and sewing. You know, normally it's supposed to be 12, but I made it 13. So I'll be working with 13 for the upper bodies. Then I marked out my top line. That's where all my measurement will be starting from. So for the shoulder I'm working with here, I'm working with 5.5. Then the chest I'm working with is 23, the waist 23. So the neckline I used 3 by 2.5 or 3 by 3, right? 2.5 by 3. 2.5 for the length and 3 for the depth. So I gave the shoulder a 5 inches slant. Then from that slant line, I went down by 5.5 for the arm hole. Then I placed my tape on the 5.5 line and marked out the chest measurement. I marked out the line for the chest measurement. That is after constructing my arm hole. So I marked out, I think I used 6 and added 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. So I'm just going to go ahead now and cut out. So I'm done cutting out. I want to go ahead now and cut out the back bodies. So for the back bodies, I'm just going to add 1 inch allowance for the zipper. Then for the neckline of the back bodies, it's going to be a deep V, U-like kind of V with a cape. Yes, I just wanted something a little different. So I used 6 inches for the depth of the neckline. Then the same width. So now I'm just going to cut out the depth. You can make yours deeper if you want, depending on how much back you want to show, as in how deep, how wide or how deep you want the back line to show. So after cutting out, my front and the back bodies are both ready, and I'll just go ahead now and cut out the lining for both front and back, and I'll be done with the cutting aspect of this. Please, if this is your first time tuning into this channel, please do well by subscribing, like, share, comment. If you have any question, anything bothering you, any style you would want to make and you do not know how to go about it, please do not hesitate to drop your question in the comment section. I'm sure I'm not so busy not to see them. So now I want to go ahead down and cut out the cape of this dress. So I'm trying to place it in such a way that I won't be wasting so much of my material. So I'll just get exactly what I want. So I'm going to leave a little space where I'll be joining the sleeve, the armhole. Then I'm going to place my back bodies exactly as it is on fold on my material, trace out the back neckline the way I want it, leaving the zipper part, excluding the zipper part, because you cannot be cutting a cape on the zip line. So now I'm just going to cut out the cape depending on how long I want it. You can exactly what I am doing, as you can see. So I made the length of the cape 4 inches. So I'm just going to trace it out and cut out. Remember I said I placed the neckline, the part I wanted to cut out for cape, I placed it on my material on fold and cut out the cape. I used both the material for the lining and the main fabric so that it looks fine and neat. So I'm done cutting out my cape. I'm going to go ahead and cut out another part for this other side of the cape. Please guys, if this is your first time watching this video or watching our videos, please do well by subscribing, like, comment and share. Welcome to my sewing table. So right now I'm just going to go ahead now and turn my neckline, turn my sleeves, turn every part that needs to be turned. After turning all the needed parts that is supposed to be turned, I'll go ahead and join both sides, as I always do. If this is not your first time watching my video, you know I always show you guys how to do this thing. So if you've been watching, this shouldn't be new to you. So after turning my neckline, if you have a pressing iron close by, please do not, as in, try as much as possible to iron as you sew. So I'm going to sew and turn the neckline right now. After sewing the armhole, I went ahead to turn it inside out. So for the back part, I'm going to first turn the cape. As you can see exactly what I'm doing, I'm sewing round. I'm just going to leave the part I'll be going to the dress without sewing it. That's the only part I'm not going to be joining. So I'm going to turn inside out right now. This is the cape. I'll do the same for the other cape. I've done the same for the other part. So this is exactly how it will be. So I'm going to go ahead now and trim this side because it looks a bit longer than the other one. It has to be equal so it doesn't look funny on the dress. So after sewing now, I'm going to go ahead and attach it, leaving the part that was not sewn. I'm going to attach the part that was not sewn to the back bodies. Then after sewing now, I will now use my lining to turn it. I don't know if you understand. I'm going to use my lining to turn it. First, I'm going to sew the cape on the main fabric where I want the cape placed. Then after sewing it, I'll use the lining of my back bodies and turn it, placing it on the front side. So I'll just sew here and turn over. So right now I've closed up the neckline, the cape area. So it is equally nice to iron here, so we can lay flat. You trim out any excess you notice. So you see this other part is for my zipper. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Then after I'm done doing the same thing for the other side, I will now go ahead and join the shoulder. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Do not forget to turn on your notification bell if this is your first time, so you can get updates whenever we upload our videos. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your constant support. Please do not forget to share this video. Do not forget to help that mommy that doesn't have money to take her baby dresses to the tailor to make and has a machine at home. Do not forget to share it with your loved ones. So I'm done joining my shoulder and turning over. I'm just going to flip to the other side of the dress right now. So my shoulder is ready, every part of this is ready. So I'll now go ahead now and join the sides. After joining the sides, the next thing now is for me to join the upper and the lower bodies. So for the flay, I'm just going to go ahead now and open up one side of it. I measured something like 8 inches. I opened it. I do not want to tear it to the end, so I'm just going to open up the zipper part right now. I'm trying to create the zipper area. So you can see that part there now will act as where I'll be sewing my zipper instead of tearing it all out. So now I'm going to go ahead now and attach the upper bodies. I notched the center part, and the lower bodies I equally notched the lower part. So I'm going to go ahead now and attach both sides, both up and lower part. So after attaching the lower and upper fabric, I'm going to also attach the zipper, the lining part of it. So I'm done attaching every part. What is left right now is to attach my zipper. So you can see our cape is sitting pretty already, looking fine. So right now I'm on attaching the zipper. After attaching my zipper on my fabric, I'll now use my lining to turn it, as I always do, just to achieve that neat finishing. It's not every dress that needs going to, you don't have to weave every dress. With this now, you do not need any weaving because every part has been concealed. So I am done attaching on my fabric. I'm just going to go ahead now and use my lining to turn it. This is inseam finishing. So guys, once again, please, if this is your first time or you've always come across our channel and you've never subscribed, you've never clicked to watch, please do not hesitate to suppress this, click on the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, share, comment, like, just feel free and help our little channel grow. Thank you guys for watching.